Hello, everybody, and welcome to the One Piece live-action LOVEcast, the only One Piece podcast where one of the hosts is constantly trying to get in trouble by saying controversial things at the beginning of each episode. That's me. I'm Ed. My pronouns are he, him, and as always, I'm joined by my dear, beloved friend, Tide.
Hello, my pronouns are she and he, and I'm still canceling Ed on Twitter.
Damn it!
For saying that we're the only podcast that loves One Piece, and that's it. Oops, I said it now.
I'm special guest Veg. You know that one picture, him, by the way, you know that one picture of Zoro doing Four Sword style, where he has like the sword between his butt cheeks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did that IRL on stream twice, and both times the sword fell and pegged me a little bit.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
But yeah, as always, we obviously the strike is still ongoing. Just wanted to mention it. Resources still down there if you want to help the people affected by it.
Resources in the video description. Yay!
Yeah. Go check it out. I'm a voice actor. You may have heard me in some video games. I'm in several games like Warframe, Wargroove, another war game, I guess, Warhammer 40k, Inquisitor Martyr, Nikkei, and I got some more upcoming stuff.
Is Nikkei the one with the butt cheeks?
It is.
It is?
It is.
Cool.
Yep.
I guessed it right. Shout out to Nikkei. Go play.
Veggie, where can we find you online? What do you do?
In your cupboard.
Whoa.
Okay. Great.
Is that it, or?
I'm this. Do you remember spiders on my dick? I'm that dude.
You were the spider.
Also, yeah, on your dick.
Nice.
Also,
wow.
depressed TikTok Eggman guy. Also, the original Bread Engineer cosplayer. Also, what's the other thing I did? Oh, yeah. That guy who sent a box of bullshit to his parents' house on Tumblr and got a BuzzFeed article written about it. And I've shit my pants on stream. Twice.
Yay!
I don't know if the audio's going to pick that up.
Yeah, that's great. I love it.
That's.
Okay.
I hope it did. That was the plan. That's my intro.
Got it.
Have you never heard my intro before?
Yeah, that's Veggie's intro on stream.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, always and forever. So as I said before, this is a primarily a gaming channel. If you're into Let's Plays and all that cool stuff, you can check out our videos and also check out the playlists, see if anything catches your eye, and then just start binging away. And without further ado, I do believe that it's time to talk about One Piece episode 5.
Yes, we get to the Baratier this episode, but we're picking up right where we left off last episode with the cannibals attacking the Mary.
Yeah, they're being chased by the Marines, and it's right when everybody found out that Garp is Luffy's grandpa,
Granddad,
Grandpa,
the granddaddy of them all.
I felt really bad the first time I streamed this for my community. There was someone who hadn't gotten to Water 7 yet and was reading the manga. It was just like, he's his what?
Yeah, I felt the same way because like I've been running several watch parties for a pretty long time, like almost a year now. And my friends are not at Water 7 quite yet. We just started it this week.
God, it's so good. I love Water 7 so much.
I know.
So fucking good.
Everyone agrees.
Oh.
But they hadn't quite gotten there, so I was like, oh, we should watch One Piece live action. Oh, heads up. Remember that thing I made you guys watch before we watched this? The Kobe Helmeppa special? Yeah. So the old guy.
A little important.
Just a little bit.
Not.
We do have a tiny little flashback to, right after they say Grandpa, we have a little flashback to baby Luffy once again trying to play pirate. He's trying to make a little boat. He even makes himself a little pirate flag.
That's right.
Yeah, the cute little pirate flag that somehow looks better than the pirate Jolly Roger he tries to draw later.
Yeah. And Garb shows up in a fucking Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, I love that. I loved it.
It's like, what are you doing? You're supposed to be a Marine, not a pirate.
Yeah, just trashes his hard work.
Maybe you just misheard me. Clearly, beating it into him will help.
Yeah.
I am a good parental figure.
Yeah, this is fine. Don't worry about it. This is what parents do.
Yeah,
I know,
exactly.
because I'm always here. Psych.
My last child turned out so well. And by that, I mean the last two of them turned out so well.
Yep.
Yeah. So he's like, I'm gonna make you into a Marine. You're not gonna be a pirate. You're gonna cut this shit out right now. So like I said, he destroys the little boat, carries Luffy over his shoulder, and it's like, oh, actually, we should get lunch first.
Yeah, lunch first. Typical monkey family business.
Yeah. I love how that's a trait that runs in the family. It's like I'm gonna do this and this and this. Oh, but actually we should eat first.
They really had to make it clear, like, oh no, they are related.
They are 100% blood related, yeah.
You know they're related because neither of them can work without, eating out a small village.
Yeah. Yeah. So then we're back to the current events, right? Everyone's being
back
being
on the
chased.
Mary.
Yeah, everyone's being chased by the Marines still, being bombarded by cannonballs everywhere. And Luffy, does his first, shouts his first official orders as captain. And
And
fire
at them!
he orders Usopp to fire at them, and you can tell that he's been waiting for it too. He's been waiting to be like, fire back
practicing.
at them. Yeah.
He has practiced in front of the mirror. He's done multiple poses.
Yeah. And Usopp just basically does the Miles Morales, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
He's like, do we have to?
Like bringing his like index fingers together is like the meme with the emoji and like the pleading face.
That's just Usopp always.
Yeah, that's true.
He's trying his best.
Yeah.
But yeah, Luffy's like totally gung-ho about attacking this Marine ship despite saying Grandpa?
Yeah.
So like, this says something about their family dynamic, right?
Yeah.
It makes it infinitely funnier that we know later on just how strong Garp actually is.
Yeah.
Right?
And with every passing arc, it becomes more evident how fucking awful of an idea this is.
This is coughing baby versus atom bomb.
Yeah.
I know I mentioned that last time, but like literally Garp could just like punch the air and have this whole boat go flying.
Straight up, yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so they try, and by try, I mean they fail miserably to do anything about this. Usopp doesn't seem to know which end of the cannon the cannonball goes in.
Yeah.
Of course, Zoro's like, like Nami's like, all right, well, do this to sail, Zoro. Yeah. And then Zoro's like, which way is that?
Yeah. Like Nami trying to like sail out of there and trying to get Zoro to help, but he's like, oh, I don't know. Which way is which?
I love the look on her face. It's like, it's dawned on her that she has not found the best crew, but like that is the exact moment that she goes, oh, I'm not getting out of here alive, am I?
Yeah. She's like contemplating her life choices.
Should I just jump? I think I'm just gonna jump. That sounds like a good idea.
I mean, like, cannonballs just go all over the deck. Zoro's, like, standing there, like, pulling on, like, the one rope, like, looking like a lost little kitten. Like...
Trying to pretend like he's helping.
Demon of the East Blue, by the way.
I really love the thing that Usopp says when Luffy's like telling him to like start loading the cannons. He's like, "Oh yeah, I've loaded thousands of cannons. This one's just a different model to what I'm used to.
It's different, yeah. blame the equipment.
But I could do it if I wanted to. I'm just not familiar with this. Also, I made a very specific note about dropping all the cannonballs. And it says, Usopp fumbles the cannon's balls all over the poop deck.
Good one.
Very good.
Thank you. I was very proud of that one.
Very good job.
I'm proud of you.
Very good.
So then Garp brings out a megaphone with a snail attached to
His
it.
face on it. Love it.
Yeah. I like how this implies that there's specifically 2 transponder snails that have his face on it, like the one on the megaphone and the one that's back in his office.
Well, yeah, he's the hero of the Marines. Come on.
That's true.
He likes the transponder snails because they're the only thing in his life that hasn't let him down.
That sounds about right, yeah.
So he collects them. He's got like 40.
Who needs
40,
families?
and they all look like him. They all have like the facial hair.
Yeah. He just really likes feeding him lettuce.
Yeah.
He eats all of his veggies.
Yeah.
It's his hobby.
Yeah.
He's really into snail phones.
We can blame him. They're really cool.
They are very cute.
Yeah, so he's trying to get Luffy and his crew to surrender. Obviously, Luffy refuses. There's no way that he's gonna do that. And then Garp takes off his coat like he's in a Yakuza game.
Ugh, perfect. Yeah,
he's ready to throw down.
I love that they included the coats draped over the shoulders.
Yeah, I love that so much.
Oh, it just adds to the ambiance. And you're right, it is like a Yakuza game because all the old guys who are like that are incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
Just like in Yakuza.
Yeah, like this guy is like, okay, you're not gonna surrender? All right, it's go time. And
all right, jacket coming off.
Yeah, the jacket's coming off. And he grabs a cannonball and he literally throws it at them. And it's like you said, this guy is so strong, he doesn't need a cannon. Like, it's gonna have the same effect if he just throws it. It's gonna be faster, too.
One of my favorite things during my watch through, my friend Five, who I stream with, was like, so at that part, it clearly showed that there are other power systems at play in One Piece, besides the devil fruits. And I had to stop them and be like, okay, no, you're right.
No, he's just that powerful.
There is another power system you haven't been introduced yet, but also Garp's just daddy freak.
He's just strong as shit.
He's just like that.
Yeah.
There's several people, it's just like, oh, he must have a devil. No, he's just that strong.
Yeah.
Like
he's just built like that.
Yeah. And I really like that, especially for new people who are coming into the fandom through the live action show, because they get to find out so many things and it just hits them in the face like that. I love that.
So good.
Yeah. It's really good. So Luffy puffs up like a balloon, bounces back the cannonball, and it hits Garp's ship and breaks like an entire mast, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
he had good
it's
aim on that.
reflecting his force, so that's really on Garp for throwing it that hard.
Yeah.
Why did he think? Hold on, actually, no. Is Garp stupid?
I mean,
he threw a cannonball at a rubber man, and he knows he's rubber. He dealt with that bullshit his whole childhood.
But Luffy says like 2 minutes later that he didn't know he could do that.
Yeah.
True.
So this is like his first time doing that attack. So Garp doesn't know about this one yet. So
everyone is surprised. Everyone's like, wow.
It's just one of those things, like Luffy has really good instincts. He's very adaptable, rubber joke. But like he's able to assess the situation very quickly and make decisions like on the fly, kind of. That's just who he is. This really shows that he can get real creative if he just lets himself react.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I really love about Luffy's growth is the fact that that when it comes to his powers, it's not just his instinct but also his imagination. Whatever, if he can imagine a way to defend or counterattack or fight back, then he tries to bring that into reality, and I thought that was really cool.
It's sometimes I say it's a lot about One Piece, but it does kind of feel like 5-year-olds on the playground sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Where it's just nah, your cannonball didn't hit me because I blew up like a balloon.
You can't do that. That's not how rubber works.
Nuh-uh. My daddy said that if you take rubber, and then if you take rubber and et cetera, et cetera.
You blow into it and make a balloon.
But yeah, so like it's just one of his strengths as a pro tag, I feel like.
Yeah, it's really good. So then after that totally 100% calculated counterattack by Luffy.
Just his dastardly mastermind attack here.
I really like that they showed Garp getting really mad, but then like immediately like starting to laugh. Because like it's dawning on him that Luffy's not just playing around. Like he's actually set to become a pirate, and even though that's sitting on the opposite side of where Garp is at, because like Luffy is family, Garp feels in a way feels really happy for Luffy that he's out there and doing the thing that he said he wanted to do.
Yeah, I mean, he is proud of Luffy, absolutely. I was really worried coming into the live action that Garp's characterization would kind of shift or change with him taking a larger role here. And it did feel like he was a little serious the first few episodes, and we see now why that is. They wanted to drop this reveal on us.
Yeah. It was for the whole time. I was like, oh, this... Like, I love the actor. I love the Scottish accent. I love all of it. I don't love Garp. And then he did the laugh, and I was like, there's my sexy grandpappy.
That's
there
him.
He is. That's my guilt.
Stop playing for my grandfather. He's too powerful.
He's too powerful, he is. My grandfather's starting to use Conqueror's hockey.
Oh, God.
But yeah, that laugh is just so indicative. He's like, wow, okay, the kid can put up a little bit of a fight. All right, then we will step up the game. And meanwhile, overhearing this, obviously, Kobe and Helmeppo. Kobe noticed that the mast was falling and got Helmeppo out of the way. Foreshadowing, maybe? I'm just saying.
Who knows?
But they're overhearing this and like completely confused. Like, why is he so fixated? Yeah.
But in the meantime, the Straw Hats, which we can finally call them that because they're finally a crew, by the way.
They are finally a crew.
They're finally a crew. They use that to their advantage, obviously, and there's like a big cloud of fog just conveniently sitting right there, and they
how it is.
Yeah, and they sail right into it, and then they get away.
Yeah. And we get our little Zeph Jolly Roger, which is interesting because I feel like Zeph doesn't play a huge role this episode, but
I felt like that was more for the Baratie itself.
Yeah, it's definitely meant for the Baratie, for sure. But we get that. It's really cute. I adore that. I feel like that's not a common one to see, but just seeing it acknowledged is like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I will fully admit, I forgot what his flag looked like, and I was like, "What is this? Is that Karu? Is it what? Huh? Are they putting Alabasta in early?
Nope.
What is
nope, that's my boy Zeph. That's the Cook Pirates.
Yeah, the Cook Pirates. So while they're trying to navigate through the fog, because obviously they get lost. Who would have thought? Nami thinks that it's a good idea to address the elephant in the room, which is the fact that Luffy has a goddamn Marine Vice Admiral for a grandfather, and they're all deciding who should go talk to him. And
everyone's like, not it.
And there's this really good moment with Usopp and Zoro where it's like, hey, we should go talk. We should go talk about things. And Usopp and Zoro just like, we don't feel like talking about our emotions. We're gonna have a certified man moment right now.
Fucking Usopp being like, I don't know him like that, despite being like, this is my best friend last episode.
Yeah.
We kind of cut all of the stuff from the manga and anime that explains why I got on this boat. I literally know none of you.
Yeah.
They spent one beautiful night together in Kaya's mansion being chased by a serial killer.
But other than that, I don't know. I don't know if I'm really feeling this dude. And Nami has to like eventually force Zoro to go talk to him because she's like, well, you're the first mate. You gotta do something.
Speaking of, like, I was so excited when they said that Zoro was the first mate because it's like never talked about in the actual source material.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So that's the thing. I saw people complaining about that. I saw people who were genuinely butthurt and were like, how dare they? He's not in the manga. He's not canonically first mate. In the manga, that's only listed as additional things in.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like,
Come on.
Yeah, like I know that like at some point like they called him vice captain, but it's like first mate is the same shit. Like it's not that deep. I don't know.
It's really not that deep. Also, like not like to go too deep into spoiler territory here, but like he has like a pretty meaningful interaction with another vice captain down the line, and they seem to like bond over their relation to their captain.
Yeah.
I just feel like that kind of solidified it, and Zoro is the type of person who would not say it himself, which is why Nami's saying it.
Yeah.
I will say, it does deprive the series of potentially a great gag that near the end, someone is going to call Zoro the first mate, and he kind of looks around and goes like, who? Usopp, is that you? No, that's not Nami, that's you.
No, Usopp's the co-captain, obviously.
The co-captain.
he acting captain.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got so excited when they said that. Anyway, they convince him to go and talk to Luffy, and he just does not feel like doing it. So he goes over. It's like, when you tell a kid to do a chore and they do it really bad.
When like a kid is mad at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, you good? Yeah. You want to talk? No. Okay, cool. Good talk.
It was funny when you said certified man moment earlier, because I have been on both sides of that talk. I have been on both of those. That is the most real. That is the most real moment of this show. Is two uncomfortable dudes, both of whom have gone through some shit. And, you want to talk about it? No. Cool, good talk. And then walking away and hoping that we both bottle it up properly.
Yeah. And then just in time, Luffy starts smelling food, which makes Nami think like nobody else can smell it. It's just Luffy, and Nami starts thinking, I think he has like brain damage.
So side note, how into spoilers is it okay for us to go?
Preferably not too deep because we're trying to keep it,
If there's anyone listening who is live action only, we want to keep it kind of safe, but we do kind of like talk around things.
You earlier mentioned another power system which has been hinted at, and I saw someone joking that Luffy smelling the food is another hint to said power system.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He couldn't actually smell it. He smelled the concept.
Oh my god, that would be so funny.
That would be really hilarious. I love that, unironically. We also have like, so he starts smelling the food and he's like looking around and he's guiding them. And then we get the first kind of glimpse of the lights in the distance. And like Usopp can read it before anyone else even gets a look.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I think it's just really funny how they just have like Luffy like navigating them through the fog, because he's still like the only one that can smell the food. So it's like, well, we don't have any other options, so whatever. Okay, like they're using him like a sniffing dog, basically.
Yeah, basically.
I also like that he suddenly knows nautical navigation terms.
Yeah, port starboard.
Port and starboard, exactly how many degrees to turn. He knows exactly which fucking way to go and how to command it. Only because there is a nice meat on bone.
It's an overlap of his two special interests.
Yeah. As long as you involve
and pirates.
if you involve food, then he can do it. Whatever it is that needs to be done. So they start seeing the lights of the Baratier through the fog. And just like a quick side note, I've mentioned this before in previous episodes, but I'm mainly like a manga reader, and then every now and then I play some video games. As far as One Piece goes, like I do try to go back and watch some parts of the anime, but like I was. When that episode dropped, I was that day years old when I realized that it's pronounced Baratier, because the whole time I was calling it Barati.
Same. I had no idea.
I watched the anime first, so I got the dub. Is where I really heard it first. So I had that before I touched the manga. Sorry, I know that's sacrilegious for a lot of people, but
I sure do love Bartai, the greatest floating restaurant.
Yeah.
Bart Simpson.
Bart's. Come to Bart's. Eat at Bart's.
Eat at Bart's.
Don't have a cow, man, unless it's at this restaurant.
Zeph pulls out an entire deep-fried cow.
Yeah.
He's still alive. He is a cruel man.
I loved this set. I think this is my favorite
I was
set.
right about to say it's such a fucking good set. Oh my god. Oh, it's so good.
Just the little details from like the lighthouse on top. I really like what they did with the fish mouth being a bar.
I love that. I think that's my favorite part, like the fish mouth bar. Oh, I love it so much. Oh my god.
It makes it feel like an actual restaurant that could exist, because like in the source material, this was kind of just like a ship. There wasn't even like docks or anything.
Yeah.
They had the paddles that folded up, which they kind of like turned into docks here.
Yeah.
Which is a little more like convenient, I have to be honest. But I really, really love what they did with this.
Yeah, same. It's so freaking good. And then we have another little outfit change. Everyone gets
I love everyone's outfits here.
I was going to say, have you seen all of the, there were a bunch of posts showing the sources. Every outfit is sourced from covers.
Yeah,
like,
we talked about that.
One.
Yeah, we talked about that.
I love that so much.
I love all of the choices that they made here.
Yeah.
Usopp's captain outfit with the no shirt. Love that. Oh.
It's awesome. It rules.
And Luffy in his little overalls is just so cute.
His overalls and his little hoodie. So they finally walk inside the Baratier. I need to like remind myself that it's actually said that way. And there's like right off the bat, like the host inside the Baratier is a fish man.
Yeah, that was surprising to me.
Yeah, same.
It fucked me up because the first time I saw him, I thought it was Ben Kingsley. And I was like, holy shit, they got Ben Kingsley for this? Why would he be playing it?
No, it's a fish man.
It's just a fish man.
Yeah.
Google.com.
Never mind. What I really love about this is the fact that like no one calls any attention to it, which is like I love that because it's like oh yeah, it's just a fish man. Like it's like a natural thing. Because up until now, you've only seen humans. And now there's a fish man here. No one looks twice because like it's just a fish man. Like what do you want?
I kind of like this change because it implies that they exist more in the East Blue, which is it is a little opposite to the source material where they're all like, what is a fishman? What could that even look like? Kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And they do that whole gag with Luffy drawing like a fish with like little sticky legs.
Yeah.
Which is
Luffy being a racist.
God.
This is why I prefer Buggy. My captain isn't a fishman hater.
Yeah, he's a fishman lover.
Don't worry, I've seen enough art to know that's true.
Let's go. So yeah, we get the fishman host, and then we get to see the inside of the Baratier, which is bougie as hell.
Nami bribes their way in because obviously she knows how the world works. They don't.
Yeah. There's no reservation for anyone for the next 3 weeks, but there's an immediate table available for Mr. Bribe, party of 4.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah,
just slip right in there.
Yeah, and speaking of slip right in there,
yeah.
I love the scene with Zoro with his swords, like trying to sit at the table.
Yeah, I love both. The way that Luffy and Zoro try and go about sitting down is just so indicative of their characters that it just blows me away. It's just this tiny little moment with Luffy just diving into this booth seat and he slides all the way around to the other side because he's like, oh shit, I'm with people, right?
Yeah, like he crawls like along the couch.
So Zoro's like, I want to sit next to Luffy, and then he tries to sit down and he's like,
oh right, the swords are in the way.
Okay. What I love that they did, what makes me really happy is I'm gonna say this, and I need people to understand. It starts with a parentheses positive. They MCU'd it parentheses positive in that they didn't water things down, but it starts a little more normal and then slowly dips the normies into like the parts that they weren't comfortable showing their hand off immediately, like the fact that Zoro is a goddamn idiot.
Yes.
There's so many people I know who think that he's like a cool edgelord, and he's not. He's dumb as a sack of bricks.
I kind of love that. Like they did the same thing with Garp. You're totally right. Like they like, oh, this powerful marine guy. Actually, he's laughing because he did such a good job.
He's fucking insane.
Oh, this powerful swords, and well, he gets lost a lot, and he didn't want to take off his sword, so he had to go to the other side of the booth. Like,
yeah, I love how like Luffy and Usopp are sitting right next to each other, and then like Nami is still like relatively close, and then like Zoro's like just almost sitting by himself because he can't get any deeper into the booth because of his swords. He's sitting like at the very edge of the booth.
Trying to sit down at conventions.
God.
Am I wrong?
You're absolutely right. 100% right.
Oh my God.
And then after this, God, I love how there's, so many scenes with little moments like that. I cannot truly cannot get enough of moments like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we finally get introduced to Sanji, baby. It's Sanji time.
It's Sanji time. This is my time.
This is your time. Go ahead. Take it away.
This is my time. We cut away to the kitchen of the Brate, presumably, and to this weird blonde guy cooking, and he's being yelled at. Whatever he's making looks great, but he's being yelled at by one of the other chefs to hurry it up because he's slowing everybody else down, and he's like, "Oh, I have to wait for the sauce to cool. Okay, I'm working on my special creations." Like. Already we get that he's like kind of argumentative and doing his own thing. And I kind of love how they did Patty here, the other chef. They made him like kind of cool and kind of a stickler for the kitchen rules.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sanji's like, oh, why? You want to dance? Because I wanted to dance with that blonde. Like, okay, so we kind of get a little sense of his character.
Yeah, He's a bit of a fuck boy. Just a bit of a fuck boy.
Just a little bit of fuck boy in there. Which is better than the source material.
Oh, God, yeah.
So that's another thing. I've been rereading the manga recently, and this is a little more faithful than I remembered.
Yes.
He's definitely a little more in the source material at this point, but he's very much just simp fuck boy more than anything else.
He's still charming at that point in the original.
Yes.
He doesn't really get awful until later. So I'm hoping they'll stick with the current way that they seem to be going with him. But yeah, so he sets down his little dish, and Zeph catches him and he's like, "What is this? That's not what I wanted you to make." And then he gets scolded and they argue. I love that he calls him old shitbag. That took me aback. I was like, oh, he's just going in on him. He is angry.
Yeah.
So this is not the first time that he's been taken off the line, it seems, and he's like pushing against his like boundaries, definitely like outgrown the nest, so to speak.
I also just really wanted to point out Taz Skylar's acting, the line where he calls him shitbag, that is one of the most visceral angers I have ever seen in anything ever that could only come from someone working a 9-to-5 that hates their boss.
Yeah. I mean, like, he's clearly incredibly frustrated. I love the delivery in the, like, right following line where he's like, if I have to cook one more steak served medium rare, I'm going to die of boredom. Like,
it's
just
so
making
good.
the same shit day after day after day.
Yeah, but I know. But clearly he's frustrated. He has no room for his own creative energy. There is that friction right off the bat that, like, this guy obviously is going to be our new crew member.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I love Zeph, by the way.
Zeph is another 1-to-1.
Oh my God. I love how they did his mustache and it still looks kind of believable.
Yeah.
It is a little silly, but like you have to embrace the camp moments of One
you
Piece.
have to. Absolutely have to.
So he is a little silly, but like I bought it. I completely bought into him. This is One Piece Gordon Ramsay right here. Also, it's really obvious that they've worked together before because Taz recommended him for the role.
Oh!
Because they worked together. I think they even played father and son before in
What?
in another thing. And then he was like, "Oh, Craig Fairbreast will be perfect for this."
Oh my God!
So this was him bringing in somebody he had this like established sort of acting chemistry with, and it works so well.
So well.
That's really cool. Wow. I will say though, like as great as Taz Skylar portrays Sanji, where's my little fucking eyebrows rolls? What happened to that?
I'm a little disappointed about the eyebrow. I have to be honest. I would have liked to have seen just like a little bit of something at the end of the eyebrow.
A tiny little bit of eyebrow. You know what happened?
Just a little hint of it. I think they could have gotten away with.
Yeah.
But they probably did a million tests. So
yeah,
I'm gonna say they tested it and it just didn't test well.
I was going to say, it's from all of the practical stuff we've seen, it's kind of like getting a little off topic. Have you ever seen that Sam Raimi actually tested what Green Goblin would look like with like a fully movable rubber man face mask? That everyone forever was asking for. It didn't look good. It did not look good. I've desperately wanted that forever. Until I saw what it looked like in motion, I was like, this is cool. So fucking glad they didn't do this.
Yeah. Some things are just better left out.
Yeah.
And I'm a little disappointed as to how that would be addressed moving forward. With his like little pejorative nicknames of Zoro and other things that pop up. So I'm a little sad about it. But again, I believe in them. I believe in their team. I know they tested it, so...
Yeah. I fully believe in the vision.
I'm so excited for new nicknames. I hope they go all out. I hope that McKenyu and Taz just like sit down and fucking roast each other for 5 hours and write down the good ones. I want a real hate there. Taz,
God, please.
fuck his mom.
Holy shit.
You heard it here,
method
folks.
acting.
Method actor.
Play Mario Party together. Get some real anger in there.
They did some promo content where they had like a couple contests. There's that one like who laughs first loses or whatever contest, and they were the last
rules.
two standing.
Oh, that rules.
And they got really like competitive about it, and I was like, oh, okay, we're leaning in. I love that. I totally forgot to mention this earlier. I happen to know a secret little fun fact about this episode.
Ooh.
This comes straight from Greg Werner, who we've mentioned before. He played Mary. But so when Luffy was smelling in the fog, originally in the script, it had something else. It had some like spices. It had like coriander. Luffy would not know coriander, I think.
Absolutely not.
That was one thing that Greg personally pointed out and said, this is not realistic.
Nice.
And they did a rewrite.
That rules.
I just wanted to throw that in there because I did actually hear that from Greg, just in a server that I'm in. But
nice. Thank you so much for that. That's actually a really cool fact.
You know.
But yes, anyway, we're back into the Baratier. He's all suited up in his classic outfit now. Sanji coming out and ready to do his waiter stuff. But there's a confrontation happening.
Oh, yeah. Between some random-ass pirate and none other than
Not random ass, really.
Yeah, because it's what? That's fullback and...
Full body and Crescent Moon Galley.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, I completely forgot about that guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he was in the original One Piece OVA. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't know. So I can't correct you. Hey, somebody in the comments, go ahead.
Yeah, get in the comments.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know if we ever fuck anything up about the lore or whatever. Go ahead.
But we got Crescent Moon Galley referenced, which everyone was really excited about, as just like one of the hints to the depth of detail that they really went into. But Sanji comes in, he kicks both their asses, literally kicks, kicking. Only kicks now, no time for anything else. And he does it all without spilling the bread rolls.
Yeah, that's true. I love that so much. He knocks them both out in like immediately. It was so smooth. I loved that sequence. It was so good.
But yeah, then he walks right up to the Straw Hats. He pointedly doesn't talk to the nice blonde woman that I assume was the one he was like saying something about.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna like say something to her, like here's like the biscuits around the house or whatever.
I was going to add, like, I can't tell if it is fear or unbridled lust in that woman's face. Just kind of looking like, oh
maybe
my
both.
God. Oh my God.
Maybe both. But I was surprised he didn't talk to her. I was like, what? This is not my Sanji.
Yeah, like what happened?
He had his eyes on the prize. He saw Nami.
He didn't though, because he goes up.
He sensed her.
Yeah, he sensed. It's hockey. It's hockey, everybody.
Yeah.
If there are any plot holes in this ever, we just say it's just hinting at hockey.
Yeah.
That's what Oda does too.
Exactly.
But yeah, so he walks right up. He's really like in a shitty mood. He's cursing, and I was so excited when his first line to them was "Welcome to the shitty restaurant. I'm sorry."
Yeah.
I was like, "That's my boy."
But anyway, I love how like he immediately like starts being like sarcastic with them and everything, like not even like looking at them properly until, like you said, he finally notices Nami and like his tone does so 180 and becomes like all professional and like
hi, I didn't see you there, madam.
Wamana.
Do you want one of our specialty wines or something sweet? Like, hello.
Yeah. Something sweet for the sweetie, something like that.
Awful. And then I love, she's like, is there something wrong with your eye when he winks at her? Yeah. He's like, just blinded by your beauty. I was like, oh my God.
There's our Sanji.
It's
That's
peak.
him.
It's peak, I'm afraid.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Ooh, their orders, the 3 beers and a milk. I love that Luffy got a milk. That makes me so happy.
Luffy's just in his element in this episode. I feel like he's really just connected to the source Luffy and just like, yeah, that's him.
It always weirds me out, like on rereads, I see that one cover image where Luffy is throwing back a pint and I'm like, who are you? What have you done with my son?
He would not fucking do that. Yeah, but like their orders are so indicative of who they are. Obviously Sanji's like, oh, can I get you anything? And she's like, water. Please stop talking to me.
You want regular or cold? Do you want like crushed ice or like or
she's
big
like, no,
ice?
Please, just regular water. Please go away. Bye.
Not salted. That's all I care.
Zoro is on her ass about it. He's just like, oh, madam.
It's the first hint of the family dynamic that we really, really get. And it's just so perfect for like what we expect from them later on in the constant ribbing.
Because they immediately like start teasing Nami about it. It's like, oh, it looks like Nami's got a boyfriend, and like and they're laughing and everything.
And you can tell it's good humored. She's taking it in stride, and she's like, "Ah, you guys are worse." But she's like secretly happy about
she's smiling about it.
I get people to joke with, and we got like inside jokes now. Like that's so cool.
Without once again, God, I love those moments so fucking much. I cannot get enough of that.
Sure hope I don't have to betray these dumbasses.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah. Definitely not gonna happen. It's fine.
But yeah, so we get that beautiful little moment, and we cut away to the Marine ship once again.
Uh-oh.
We get this great shot of Bogard serving cunt right away.
I love the little head snap he does. I love that
just
all of his movements are... He's just he's serious. It looks like they plucked him out of the wrong series, put him in the coat and went, go.
Yeah, they were just like, okay, make him wait for it. Boom.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're talking about, we can get help from a nearby bridge to get this fixed up, and it'll take no time. And Garp's like, no, we can wait.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah,
it'll be
surely
okay.
Nothing will happen. He's definitely got something up his sleeve.
Yeah.
So he goes down below deck and he makes a phone call.
Hello, my favorite scene in the entire series.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this scene so much.
We have our little introduction.
Yeah, our little introduction to the one and only Dracula Mihawk. You get the bounty over his face again, which is something that I already mentioned. I love how every time they introduce someone with a bounty, like you actually see the poster.
Well, I also love that they hit us with the bounty canceled, giving your first hit at the warlord system before like fully giving. That's one thing that I love is obviously in retrospect there are a lot of things. One thing Oda's really good at is giving himself room to breathe and then solving some things later in ways that retroactively work. And one thing that I love is that they pull from later stuff and sprinkle it in earlier. And they give us just that first moment of a bounty can be canceled.
Yeah. What does that mean?
Why is a Marine talking to a pirate?
Yeah.
Is this a normal thing? Is this allowed? Earphone?
Yeah, I mean, like it's strange to see, like, okay, a wanted poster. Clearly, he was wanted at one point, but he seems to be not really doing that anymore because he is clearly fighting people. So who is this guy? What's his deal?
Yeah. God, I love this scene so much because Mihawk is just destroying dudes left and right, but like still just like talking so casually.
I think this is a really good use of that new Bluetooth snail thing that they invented
Bluetooth
for
snail,
this.
yeah, I love the Bluetooth snail so much.
It was so he could specifically do this.
Yeah.
I love all the
God.
explosions going off and people just going flying every time he even just like slightly hits somebody with his sword.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It's so fucking cool. And Garp is calling Mihawk to request his services to show Luffy a taste of what it's like to play with the big boys.
Yep, and Mihawk is like, are you sure? This sounds kind of like boring, and I'm already bored out of my mind, so is it really worth it? And Garp assures him, no, this is different. Like, he is a wild card, which seems to get his attention. So he's like, okay, wait, one second. I just have to slice this ship in half from the shore.
Yeah, this is fuck off ship, by the way.
It's a galleon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like 4 masts on that bad boy.
I thought that because like he also slices the galleon in the source material, but I think my favorite is the way that it was done in the live action, because in the source material he does it while he's also out at sea, and he's like right next to the galleon and like slices it up. In the live action, he's like on the beach at least like a good distance away.
Yeah.
From that galleon. I want to say even like a mile away from the galleon. I don't know.
It's a pretty large distance, especially because the galleon can't get that close to the sandbar.
Exactly. So this motherfucker swings his sword, and just the shockwave of the swing from that far away slices the galleon in half. I thought that was like the coldest shit that I have seen so far.
If I saw that and I was a little kid, I would be like, oh my God!
I would be jumping up and down on my couch.
I was basically doing that.
Yeah,
holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, that was
this was
so
such a cool scene.
Oh my fucking God.
And then, of course, like, there's actual guys on the beach, and holy shit, we get Don Krieg. And not only do we get Don Krieg, next to him, on the ground, unconscious, is Pearl.
Yeah,
Pearl taking a dirt nap.
I do think he is dead. I think Pearl is very dead.
Yeah, he's probably dead.
I feel so bad because I'm friends with like the only Pearl fucker on the planet. And I was watching her live update, watching the live action, and then just all caps, no! Just gets a cap of Pearl on the ground. And then immediately afterwards, the stab and another, no! Because she was also a Krieg fucker.
The most that Pearl fans get is just like a body on the beach, and we don't even know if he's dead or alive or what.
He's in the arms of the angels now.
That's true. But anyway, Mihawk is one of the coolest motherfuckers alive. Like in manga, anime.
I don't care about
manga, anime, live action. I also don't care. He's so fucking cool.
He's so cool. He serves cunt, and for what? Like,
it's true.
Like, there's no one around to admire you, sir. You can stop posing, but no, he doesn't, because he's just that dedicated.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of this scene, I thought that maybe like Mihawk was in the middle of like he was like helping with like a war or something, but no, it's just like an entire like fleet of pirates against him and him alone. And when Don Krieg shows up, who's, you know, like the leader of all of them, quick fun fact, because I don't think that they said in the live action. In the source material, he's called Don Krieg of the Pirate Armada.
Yes.
And Mihawk just does away with each and every single one of them.
Yeah, decimates his entire fleet of ships.
Yeah. And Don Krieg like walks out of the smoke. It's like, For what purpose did you start this battle? Like, what the hell? Like, why are you after me? Once again, Mihawk just being the coolest guy alive. He's like, because you woke me from my nap.
You woke me from my nap. I just love his delivery, dude.
God.
This man really did wake up 10 minutes ago and go,
Yeah.
I'm a grumpy cat.
Yeah.
I'm mad.
I'm going to kill 10,000 guys just for that.
I was dreaming about a big sword.
Yeah.
I was dreaming about Shanks with 2 arms, and we were kissing.
One of the arms was his... Anyway.
Anyway.
He had 3 arms. Penis. Oh my god.
So they aside from that confrontation, Mihawk is also talking to Garp. Garp is like, "Oh, you got to go take out Luffy, but you have to keep him alive. I want him alive."
Yeah, just capture him.
Just like, I'm not sure if he's the best one to send for that.
Yeah. But that's okay.
I do want to add before we pass this, 1, Krieg looks, I think, the best they could have made him look, and 2, because I have it up right now, I just noticed I paused on the frame where he shoots the cannonball. They didn't have to do this, but they did. They included Krieg's Jolly Roger on the cannonball.
Aww. Okay, I see it now. Yeah, wow, that's so cool.
Isn't that also from the source material? I could have sworn that.
Yeah,
yeah,
I think it is.
Yeah.
But like, I've seen this scene genuinely like 10 times, and I'm just now noticing that little detail that there's a tiny Krieg Jolly Roger.
Yeah, there's so many tiny little details.
Yeah, every episode we're just like, oh my god.
They did this. Oh, they added this. Did you see this thing in the background? That's every single episode.
I love this fucking show.
Me too.
It really is a treat. I feel like new fans are really enjoying it, and us old heads are just sitting here being like, oh my god.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, this does mean one thing, that we completely skipped the Dung Creek fight, because in the source material, for those who don't know, Dung Creek actually pulls up to the Baratie, and Luffy ends up fighting him.
Mm-hmm. And is being chased by Mihawk, which is why he's there. So instead of that being the reason why Mihawk is there, they needed another motivation to bring him to the Baratie. So Garp, that makes sense.
I will not lie, I did reread the entire Krieg fight once again before this. I am super cool with them dropping it. The Krieg fight, I'll just be honest, Krieg fight sucks.
Yeah,
Krieg fight takes way too fucking long. It should have been like 3 chapters, and it just keeps fucking going. And every time you're like, cool, Luffy beat this dude, he's like, actually, no. Because it's the fight. It really is just the fight.
Yeah, it's like what Ted was saying about the playground fights.
5-year-olds on the playground.
Yeah.
But this is the 5-year-old that no one wanted to play with.
Yeah.
No, he's like, I have magic gas canisters, and all of my crew has gas masks, so they're fine.
And also, my shoulders turn into a big knife on a stick, but also it spreads to shoot more spikes like the spikes on my cape.
Yeah, it's just so
on and on and on and on.
Tedious. So I'm really okay with them changing this, especially because what they do with it blends it more into the overarching East Blue arc here.
Yeah. And so it turns out that Kobe was listening in on the call that Garp was having with Mihawk.
Yep, and he got the whole gist of it, and he's very confused about why the hell Garp is sending this guy, he doesn't know who Mihawk is, after Luffy. Like, maybe he's just trying to tie up loose ends and get him taken care of by somebody else. Maybe they're just giving up the chase.
That's true, but we have absolutely no time to waste on that, because it's time to check back on Luffy, who's eating a big ass steak with his little milk and his little straw.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's more important.
That is way more important than whatever Kovi's feeling right now.
Yep.
Meat on bone, big meat, little man.
But yeah, they toast to their victory, and Nami is like, "What victory?"
Yeah, what?
We fucking lost!
They got away. That's not necessarily a victory.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't know how many naval battles you guys have been a part of, to which Usopp fires back immediately.
Yeah,
2 dozen
immediately.
at least.
Yeah. I love that. I love that.
his quick lies. I love that.
Okay, so here's my question. So, without spoiling too much, there is a thing in the manga and anime,
Yes.
a theory that a lot of people have picked up on, that all of Usopp's early lies come true. And we unfortunately miss some of the lies, but new ones are put in. Do you think that his new lies are going
Might
to
also
end
come
up
true.
like coming true?
I would.
That's really interesting.
I would love to see that. I don't think they are in this instance, which kind of sucks, but I really hope we see some of them going forward. That would be really interesting.
I would just love if they keep it to exactly 24 scenes throughout the live action. Exactly 24 naval battles that Usopp takes part in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That would be really fun.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. That would be really cool. I do like also, like, on top of that, that immediate lie when Nami's saying, like, oh, but we got away, but that doesn't necessarily mean we won, and Usopp just basically says, hey, we take those.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
You call it a W, I call it, or you call it an L, I call it half a W. Just kind of like turn it diagonal and double it, and then like flip it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it's in a gold, silver, or bronze plate. However you're handed a fucking W, you take that shit.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the bill comes while they're arguing.
Oh yeah, I love this part.
So Luffy presumably signs with an IOU, I assume. Probably just writes treasure tab on it. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he does that and then and hands it back to Sanji. He's like, thank you. Sanji reads it, immediately starts smiling. He's like, no, thank you.
He's like, this is about to ruin my old man's day, and I'm so excited about it.
He was so mad at me, he's about to be even angrier at this guy. I'm so mad they haven't invented Video Snail yet.
I would get this ass beating on record if I could.
If there was some kind of like transponder snail TikTok, I would be filming that shit.
Yeah, he's about to be like, I'm gonna go get one of those bottles of wine and sit at the top, like on the top deck, and just watch this happen, because this is about to be the best thing entertainment we've had
You
in
can hear a
weeks.
gently whispered world star as soon as Zeph kicks the door open.
Oh my fucking god.
Also, Sanji is wearing a ring in this scene, and I just wanted to point out that is Zeph's Jolly Roger that he's wearing.
What?
Yeah, he has a little ring.
Wow, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my god. I didn't
Taz
notice
Skylar
that.
actually bought everybody in the cast on the Straw Hat crew little Straw Hat Jolly Roger rings as well.
That's so cute. Oh my god.
But yeah, so I thought that was a cute little addition. But yeah,
rules.
Zeph comes out and he's pissed.
Yeah. Who the hell is Straw Hat Luffy?
I was just rewatching with my partner, and we were like, we like gently poke fun at the British accents. I am British. Just saying, I'm British.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. This is not something I should be thanked for ever. But we gently poke fun at the accent sometimes. But like every time this scene comes on, me and my partner, we're just like, oh, who the hell is Monkey D. Luffy?
Oh my god.
No, but he drags Luffy away as the other four are like, all right, let's go get drinks.
Oh, really quick. I just think it's peak fucking comedy how Zeph is like, we don't take credit. I don't know who the hell you think you are, but we don't take credit. And Luffy is like, no. It's not credit. All I'm saying is I'm gonna pay back later with interest.
Yeah, it's not credit. It defines credit.
Literally defines credit. Yeah.
I've invented something new. Genius King of the Pirates, Monkey D. Luffy. Someone should give a name to this.
Stupid.
Yeah. And like, I love this scene so much because like he's so fucking like he's like so sure of himself, like he's so confident, like while fucking telling Zeph all this. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you were saying he gets turned into a chore boy.
Yeah, he gets turned into a chore boy. They drag him back. He's like, you have to do a year's worth of dishes to make up for this.
I love this bit, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, but he has to do all these dishes. Luffy's like, fine, I guess, for now. And Sanji storms in, and Zeph's like, oh, what do you think you're doing? And like, Sanji's like, I'm cooking, obviously. And he's like, no, you're not. Get out of here.
The beat's not over yet.
Also, another little detail on the wall are little anatomical, like kind of a bestiary on the wall. And there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex along with a sea cow.
Yeah!
God, that rules.
Which we know, like, he even references, like, later that he's been, like, near Jaya, so maybe he'd heard about Little Garden, I don't know. But that's kind of neat. But yeah, so yeah, like Zeph yells about how he'll never be a cook in his kitchen and points at the dish that he made, and Luffy's like, oh, I'm gonna eat that one.
Oh, yeah, so they have that little argument that you were talking about, and Sanji even like threatens to leave.
Yeah.
And it's like you were saying, Luffy notices the little dish that Sanji had made earlier and tastes the sauce and has like a little look in his face. But before we can figure out what that look is all about, we need to see. It is so important. We need to see what Zoro, Usopp, and Nami are doing hanging out at the bar.
Usopp is getting fucking wasted.
Yeah.
My first thought upon seeing this was one of my favorite convention memories. Anime Nebrascon 2016, when they sold buckets of alcohol for $4.
Oh no!
And it basically looked exactly like that. I want you to imagine 5,000 smashed weeaboos. Because I had a friend who was dressed as Usopp, carrying around a bucket of alcohol that exact size, drinking.
Oh, it's canon now.
Drinking through 3 straws, and just go up and going, Mark, I am drunk. Goodbye. And then walking.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes it'd be like that, though.
This is my Usopp. This is my Usopp.
It's so good. I love it.
The people's Usopp.
But yeah, Usopp is just absolutely guzzling down this thing. He's like, oh, it tastes like candy. Zora's like, yeah, be careful about that.
Yeah, the last time I said that, I ended up like face down under a table.
Would pay to see that, absolutely. I know that kid was like 16 at a bar for the first time, and somebody was like, here, try this, and then just laugh at him.
Goes back to his friends. Okay, everybody check back with this kid in like an hour. It's gonna be so funny.
I was gonna say, let's fucking kill this dude's liver. Great prank, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but Nami is like needling them and like, why aren't you guys like mad about this? He didn't tell us that his grandfather was a vice admiral, and they're like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Like, yeah, maybe you should have told us, but like, you know.
He didn't try to kill us.
Zoro's like, yeah, like, I guess he probably should have told us, but like, it's not like It's not like we haven't been in deep shit before, like at this point.
Zoro's like, I mean, most of the people I was friends with have tried to kill me or are no longer canon. Shout out Johnny and what the fuck is
Yusaku?
Yusaku, yeah. Pouring a real one out for the homies that disappeared into the ether. And
They're too busy
Yusaku's
kissing.
like, I had one friend, she kissed me, and I had one guy who I thought was maybe kind of cool, and he tried to stab me. Also, he killed Mary. So, like, I can overlook that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, all right, whatever. And she's like, all right, well, I can't do this when I'm so close to, and then suspiciously pauses and then walks away, promising more booze. And they're like,
More foreshadowing.
More booze. Yeah. And she walks up to the bar and asks where she could possibly get passage to the Konomi Islands for just herself.
Doesn't mean anything. Don't look too much into it. It's fine.
Oh, no.
Not important.
Who cares? And after that, we go back to Kobe, who is starting to have doubts about Garp and thinks that Helmeppo might have been right about just being used. They discuss, or rather, he tells Helmeppo about Mihawk, about like everything that he overheard. Garp is calling on Mihawk. And it's like, why? It's not right for a Marine to be talking to a pirate, much less requesting help from a pirate. And Helmeppo was like, no, hang on. The warlord Mihawk, like you do know about the 7 warlords of the sea, don't you? And Kobe being, the little backwater Marine that he is, he doesn't. So Helmeppo like explains, about the warlord system, which is basically some years back there were 7 pirates who were just tearing shit up like you would not believe, and the government decided, well, if we go to war against them, everybody loses.
Yeah.
So the best way to go about this is let's extend this type of truce where, like, hey, whatever they want to do, we'll just turn a blind eye to them.
I will pay you $20 to fuck off.
To fuck off, yes!
Yeah.
Literally what it is.
How do you deal with pirates? You pay them.
Yay!
Genius. Problem solved.
Yeah.
And then they can fight each other. Genius.
Yeah, so in exchange for that, in exchange for being able to do whatever the hell they want to do, if the government needs help with something, then they'll show up. That's basically, in
He just gives them the lowdown in universe, so that the audience can understand, and it's paced pretty well. I feel like this fits right here. So
yeah. And Kobe finding out about the warlord system for the first time, it's just like, well, that's not right. We shouldn't be playing buddy with these pirates. And Helmeppo is like, this is actually like the one part where I do agree with something that Helmeppo says, because up until now he's been like a real shithead. Mm-hmm. But he's like, well, Kobe, the world just sometimes isn't fair. Sometimes you just gotta play the cards you're dealt with. Sometimes you just gotta deal with the shit that you got.
He doesn't know about how the world works yet, which I agree with. Kobe is very naive. It just thinking that the Marines are good, to be honest.
Yeah,
he is doing his best.
Yeah.
Then we are back to Luffy and Sanji in the kitchen.
Yep, they have a little moment where Luffy's trying to catch up on his dishes, and Sanji's like, "Hey, what's up? How's it going?" And Luffy's like, "Hey, I tried that dish. You're really good."
Yeah, it was so good.
You want to be a cook here? What's your dream? Tell me everything about you.
I love the way that Sanji's face lights up when Luffy says that his dish was good, because he's like a kid in that moment.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh my god, you tried my original dish, really? What do you think?" Like, yeah, like putting his fingers together. And doing the pleading emoji. You liked it? You really liked it?
I just thought this was so cute. And like, this honestly was the scene that I was so excited to see, because I knew it was going to be included. But of course, this is the scene where we get Sanji talking about like what he really wants.
And his dreams. Don't forget his dreams. That's the most important part. And
I think it was beautiful. I think it was really well done. just love the way that he channels that like excitement. And he's just,
yeah.
Let me tell you about this. So there's this legend of this place, and oh my, that's instantly I was like, yeah, if I had any reservations, haha, restaurant joke, if I had any reservations, they would be gone by now, because this is the scene. And it doesn't surprise me that this apparently was the audition scene.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So they a while back, they released all of their auditions, except for McKenny's, I think. And Sanji's was him, the Taz Skylar reading this scene with some of the words changed because, proprietary reasons. We get that a lot in auditions. But he's sitting there and he's like, just full on, you get to see that all blue smile in the audition tape. And I'm like, oh my God, I really wish they'd gotten slightly a better angle of it, because it's just so cute. I love seeing him talk about the all blue. He just gets so wrapped up in it.
Yeah, it's really good. I love that. And then Luffy, because he was present for the argument that he had with Zeph earlier.
Mm-hmm.
He's encouraging Sanji to stand up to Zeph. Tell him what's good.
Kick your dad's ass.
Yeah, the parallels with him and Garp. They're like, oh, don't let some stubborn old man stop you. Like, yeah. Do you get it? We heard you don't like nuance, so we threw it out the window. But like, it's very cute to see like instantly that Luffy's like connecting to him and just like, you're my kind of guy. I love this. And also, you can cook. Please come with me.
Yeah, please.
I like food.
But then we get a knock at the door, and I was completely taken aback by this because we don't get the Krieg fight. So I was like, well, what are they going to do to show that Sanji thinks feeding people is important? But then there he is. There's Geen.
Yeah, there's Geen. Do they name him in this episode? Because I don't think they
don't name him. No. So it's extra material that we know that a lot of viewers don't.
Yeah, so dear viewer / listener, the guy that shows up is in the source material. His name is Geen. He's originally part of Don Krieg's pirate armada. In the live action, he says he was part of the pirate armada. He doesn't mention Don Krieg, and he says that he's been adrift for like a week or so. But the fight that happened with Don Krieg, at least in the way that it's shown in the live action, seems to have been like a day or two ago.
It's fine. Don't think about it. Time moves differently in One Piece.
Okay.
It's a big planet,
Yeah, so could be not. We don't know.
Yeah.
But that's Geen, and Sanji feeds him because he will never let anybody go hungry.
I was going to say it was confirmed that a lot of material was cut by Netflix. So I imagine, I could tell this felt like something got a little removed here. There was a little bit of a gap, so we just don't look at it too much.
Yeah, this Geen was not a part of Don Krieg's crew. He was part of Con Dreeg's crew.
He does kind of hint that like, oh yeah, we were taken down. I don't know if he says by Mihawk. I think he just says that he was, drifting. Yeah. I kind of wonder if he was just, he like threw a little rope around Mihawk's sail. And he was just hanging on.
Yeah.
He was just hoping he wouldn't get noticed.
Yeah. Also, worth pointing out that the thing that he makes, the corned beef fried rice, is one of the recipes listed in like the official cookbook or whatever, and so is the true bluefin tuna is also in the cookbook.
Nice.
Me with the Sanji trivia. I'm sorry.
Can you Tide? Can you tell me how a tax code works? No, Tide. Can you explain to me every facet of Sanji's character in detail?
How much time do you have?
Yes, actually. Well, do you need a reference photo of Sanji's every outfit? Because I have that on hand.
Question one: why is he like that?
because he's just that horny.
Don't worry about it.
He's just a special little boy.
Because he's my little angel girlfriend.
Ty's little meow meow.
He is my little meow meow.
Baby girl.
That is my wife. You will address him as such.
Yeah.
It takes a real man to be a wife. I'm just saying.
That's true. That's true. Based. So Sanji says, "At Baratier, everyone eats."
Yeah.
And Luffy takes there's a nice little shot of Luffy, like smiling when he notices.
Assessing him. Like,
yeah,
all right, okay. I thought you were just cool, but like you're like really cool.
Yeah. And he straight up asks Sanji to join a screw.
Yeah, he's like, I need a cook like you if I want to find the One Piece. And the guy's like, no.
Yeah, Gin is too doomer pilled on the One Piece. It's like, no, my crew was looking for the One Piece and we got fucked up. You better forget it, kiddo.
Clearly, he's abandoned his dream. Obviously.
Hold on. I have a fix for this. I can fix this.
Okay.
Concussion. He just got a concussion. He got bumped on the head, and he thought it was a week, but that was wrong. He's only been out there 12 minutes.
Yeah,
there you go.
He's only been out there 12 minutes, but
yeah.
It was a metaphor. He was being hyperbolic.
Yeah. Gin concussion theory. Like when we wait at a red light and we're like, oh my god, that took like 1,000,000 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He was just exaggerating.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was sitting at a red light once and I was late for work and I was like, fuck, I just gotta go through this. I drive through it and it was like 4 a.m. and I immediately hear whoop whoop. Cop pulls up right behind me. And I'm like, sir, I'm sorry. That light was red for like 6 minutes. And he just sits there and goes, 23 seconds. I counted. Here's the ticket.
Oh my god.
I was like, well, okay.
I've legit had some shit happen like that before, and I think it's due to like a faulty like sensor that doesn't like detect the car slides, because that shit didn't fucking change until like another car like pulled up next to me.
Yep. Yeah, I had that happen before.
We can blame this whole scene on Gin seeing the sexiest man alive and just losing all concept of time. Also brain damage. He is brain damaged. It happens
to the best of us and the worst of us.
It's fine.
But we cut back to the gang drinking, and Usopp is having a blast.
Drunk and dancing.
Inventing a dance floor.
Isn't he holding like a different drink this time too?
Yes, he is.
I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's experimenting. Good for him.
Yeah.
But Zoro and Nami are sitting together brooding. As the two stoic characters.
God, yeah.
And Zoro proposes that they have a little drinking game where he purposefully guesses. I think he purposefully guesses wrong so he can drink.
Yeah.
He's like, you're from a city and you go to these things all the time. Can I drink now, please?
Drinky.
I regret starting this game. Can I just whole bottle? Thank you. Yours as well.
The game is that I drink everything.
Good game.
You can have a couple shots, I guess, because I'm just that generous.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like, I mean, it was barely a village. It was just a little place. And Zoro's like, cool, don't care, I'm drinking. Yeah. And she says that, like, oh, I bet you didn't have any friends. They are best friends already.
I do like that, all jokes aside, like, it's a really great bonding moment.
Yeah.
For the two of them.
Because they're always, like, the ones bitching in the back, right? And, like, they finally get, like, a moment where, like, nothing is happening imminently, but they're by themselves and they're trying to relax and they're like, well, I guess I have to get to know you. And we did just accept that we are on the crew. So, let's talk, I guess.
We gotta talk and get to know each other or something.
Anyways, good talk. Bye.
Yeah, anyways, good talk, bye.
Yeah.
Zoro's over here like, yeah, oh yeah, you want to talk? You like talking to people? Here, have a conversation. Gross.
Anyway, drinking will make this tolerable.
Drinky for the Zoro and Nami.
Because she's like, oh, you didn't have any friends. And he's like, I had friends. And she's like, swords don't count.
Swords don't count.
Manga material doesn't count right now.
Yeah.
I love this. I just think it's hilarious. But yeah, he's like, oh, I had one friend, which is very funny considering like Kuina and his relationship was antagonistic at best.
Yeah.
I do generally believe that they were like friends at that point, but they were very loosely friends for a very long time.
He has a very special way of showing it.
Yeah, exactly. Which I think is just how he does that.
Exactly.
He's a special little tsundere. Just
yeah. But yeah, they have fun and they're knocking back shots and having a great time. Totally not talking about the fact that Nami's planning on leaving them.
Yeah, don't worry about that. It's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Well, after another great, amazing scene, we're back to Kobe, and he's confronting Garp about the whole like, hey, you called down a fucking warlord, bro. Like, what's going on?
With
like
pirates? What the hell?
Yeah. A Marine Vice Admiral.
While Garp is eating like 7 steaks.
God, I love that so much. Yeah. He's being so casual about it too. But yeah, he's like, what's a Marine Vice Admiral doing? Like working with a pirate. Because he's still, he has a strong sense of justice, and he's a newbie and doesn't really know how the warlord system works and all that stuff. So Garp just like sits there like and calmly explains to him, the world is what it is. Nothing is quite as black as white as you expect it to be.
He's like, oh, like it's not fair because like the same rules don't apply to everyone. And Garp's like, yeah, sucks shit, right?
Correct, son.
Yeah, it's bad and it sucks. Yeah, just straight up, kid. That's how it is.
This world's bullshit, son.
Oh, God.
Only gonna get more fucky from here.
This is like another like really really good moment because like he like at first like Garp is like kind of pissed at Kobe because he was like listening in on his conversation, but he sets him down and has the patience to like explain to him like what's going on and how things are, and he's like, if I wanted to, I could have been Fleet Admiral by now, which I believe is like the highest position in the Marines.
Yes. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it could have been Fleet Admiral by now, but it turned down the position because it meant if I accepted it, I would also have to play by the rules of the higher ups.
Yeah,
and I fucking hate that, which is why I'm still here doing my thing. Which is say what you will about the Marines, ACAB and all that. But Garp, I do respect Garp for taking matters into his own hands the way that he does.
His own fist, even sometimes.
His own fist, yes, thank you. His own fist with a cannonball.
Yep.
God, what a man.
What a man.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, we head back to the Baratier where Usopp is drunkenly talking about their conquest of...
With another different drink.
Yep, he's just sitting there. Presumably nobody is listening at this point.
There's like a lady in the background. There's a lady in the background that like every now and then like looks at him and like starts laughing.
Yeah.
Well, that's about it.
He's the entertainment for the evening. They just think he's funny.
He's like spinning a tale about like the battle that they had with the Marines.
I love the slow pan to Mihawk. Like you're just
that is such a good shot. Oh my god.
I love that.
You're just slowly like, oh okay, who's he talking to? Hat. Mihawk!
Code! Sword! But
He's taking the sword out.
He's taking his sword out. And like you guys said, Mihawk is like right there listening to like Usopp's story. It's like, yeah, I mean, They call me Captain Usopp, but I'm not technically the captain. You know, my captain is like Monkey D. Luffy. It's like you might as well fucking say it over a goddamn megaphone.
I also love it's the shades drop that gets me. I was just like, me fraud. Yeah, let's go meet my crew. My crew is mine. This is my best friend. I love him.
Yeah, like, hey crew, I have a new best friend. And his name is I don't know.
Yeah. What's your name again? Tell him your name. It's really good because Nami is immediately like, we don't know any Luffys. We're just here hanging out. I don't know who Luffy is. And Zoro's immediately like, holy shit, you're a Mihawk. I want to kill you.
Yeah, he's like, wow, I looked up to you for years. I'm gonna kill you tomorrow. So pencil me in for that. As soon as possible.
As soon as ASAP as possible.
Yeah. Just FYI, I'm gonna kill you. Mihawk is like looking at him like he's just done something vaguely amusing.
My favorite shot in this whole thing is the first time that Zoro, when Zoro says, I have to inform you that tomorrow you're going to die. And you see Nami sit up like, what the fuck did you just say? And Usopp just immediately sobers. You see all of the alcohol leave his system immediately as he goes, I've made a mistake. Oh no. I fucked up.
My favorite is that like in that shot, like Usopp is like kind of sort of like in the background. He's like a little bit blurry, but just like from his body language, you can tell.
He is completely shut down. He has enough alcohol in his system that he can only process like one word, and that word is uh-oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have this tense little moment, and he's like, well, I've never heard of you. And he's like, they call me the Demon Pirate Hunter, and I'm kind of a big deal. And Mihawk's like, sure, okay,
cool.
Sure, whatever you say, kid.
Whatever, I'll get Luffy after that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, meet me at dawn tomorrow.
All right, bet. And Nami's like, what the hell did you just do?
Yeah, what the fuck just happened?
I knew you were stupid. Not that stupid. You're not to be that stupid until Alabasta.
Yeah.
We're speed running the stupidity.
Yeah, no, we're getting there early.
Yeah.
We have to establish it.
Exactly. So we go back to Luffy, who's just a terrible chore boy, just breaking
smashing
plates left
these
and right.
plates. Yeah.
He's doing his best.
Yeah, and Seth shows up, and immediately like Luffy like starts standing up to Seth on behalf of Sanji, and tells him like what a great cook he is, and he even fed a pirate that showed up like right here in the kitchen. He cooked right here in the kitchen when you told him that he should not be cooking again. Well, he did it right under your nose. You didn't know it, but he did, and he fed a man for free here at the Baratier.
And he's like totally expecting him to be like angry about it and fight him, but he's just like, aww, that's my baby boy. What a good kid. I love him so much. Pulling out like 50 pictures of Sanji, like
like a wallet. Like the same way that fucking Mace Hughes from Full Metal Alchemist like pulls out pictures of his daughter.
Okay, he pulls out a wallet, but the pictures fall diagonally in two different directions, so they match his mustache.
Yeah!
Mostly it's of his food.
Yeah.
It's glamour shots of Sanji's cooking.
Oh,
this is his first risotto.
Oh, he fucked it up so bad. This
so
little shit
bad.
can't cook.
Well, this is the first time that he tried making boiled water, and he ended up burning it.
I made him drink everything.
To this day, I have no idea how somebody can fucking burn water, but Sanji did it.
Stupid piece of shit did the Homer cereal fire gif IRL. It was very impressive.
But he would have gone on forever if Usopp hadn't run in and be like, "Hey, Luffy, can you come back to the ship?"
Yeah, like he's
lucky.
and it's like you guys said, like he's not even drunk anymore.
Yeah, he's just gone. He's just like, "No, Luffy, please."
That's his true power. That's his true power is his liver can activate on command.
Yeah, anxiety based, which is also how mine works, so I understand.
So they go back to the ship, Luffy and Usopp, and Nami wants Luffy as captain to convince Zoro to call off the duel, because he's just gonna get himself killed. But Zoro's not playing that shit. He wants Nami out of his business. It's his thing. And remember, it's his dream. That's the key word. You know, like in Pee-wee's Playhouse, when somebody says dream, everyone says, ah!
Oh.
But anyway, Luffy recognizes that and says that he can't wait. He can't get in the way of somebody else's dream.
Yep.
All right.
That was hands off. Oh, yeah, I did say that. So yeah, I guess you gotta fight him and probably die.
Yep. You got me.
This like another like really good, you know, like heart to heart moment, because Zoro like asks Nami, it's like, why do you care so much? Nami's like, because we're friends.
And Zoro just throws it back in her face.
She's
like,
so mad about it.
You said you didn't have any friends.
It was hypothetical, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, you fucking god.
Yeah.
I was talking about my past.
Past tense.
Yeah, so
I was being cold and mysterious, dummy. You do it all the time. I do it once. You take it seriously? God, you haven't even read the Tsundere handbook.
yeah.
They have a tsundere off.
Yeah. So Nami storms off. She starts getting ready to pack her things and, you know, leave the crew, because, you know, she wanted to go to the Konami Islands. Mm-hmm. We don't know why yet.
No, total mystery.
Yeah. Who knows? Meanwhile, Zoro is like getting mentally ready for his duel. Usopp is just throwing up.
He's having
that's it.
Yeah, he's having a great morning.
Literally getting it all out of his system. So Nami approaches the boat, like fast forward to the morning. Nami approaches the boat that's supposed to take her to the Konami Islands, and then the guys meet up with Mihawk.
Mihawk's standing there once again, just looking like he's made to just model.
Yeah.
In his little mesh shoulder coat.
And that's it, like not wearing a shirt, like a whore.
Yeah, I mean,
Mihawk,
whore. Takes one to know one here.
But I'm saying this with like every ounce of
positive. Yeah.
Yeah, every ounce of love within my heart.
No, he dresses like a whore. It's fine.
Yeah, he is a whore with a little heart emoji at the end of that. Yeah. Don't get it twisted. And Mihawk is like, I still can't believe I got sent out here for like such a small target. Oh, but he does say that, hey, I like your hat, kid.
I like your hat. Yeah. Indicating.
Interesting.
Yeah. Interesting.
Has he seen that hat before? I don't know. But he likes it. It's a good hat. Maybe something that his ex used to wear? I don't know.
I don't know. But we start the duel, and this is some of the best fucking choreography in this whole show, which it really deserved.
I love the sarcasm in his movements of taking out the knife. Because
a little knife, yeah.
Yeah, it's the way that he moves while moving it. Like, you can see that he's joking with, like, here, let me unsheathe this blade.
Yeah, this tiny little thing. And Zora's like mad because he's clearly not taking this seriously, which is like, he's not.
The best fucking line that I don't hunt rabbits with a cannon. That's so good!
And then the comeback from Zora, I'm not a rabbit.
Like tears in his eyes. I'm not a rabbit. What do you mean? Just consistently, like, Mihawk drops the coolest lines.
Just sidestepping all of his, like, attacks for a while there. Like, he even has his hand in his pocket for part of it. He's just not... He is not threatened at all by Zoro, which really just puts in perspective, not to power scale, but it does put in perspective the gap between their skills.
Yeah, like the difference in their strength. Because I mean, literally the greatest swordsman in the whole entire world. So
yeah, he's got to be good, and it just really puts in perspective. Like, this is how far he has to go. He's not remotely there yet.
It's a straight upwards line. I love how he's fucking roasting him the whole fight. He's so mean.
Yeah. He references the well. He's like, "Oh, you're a frog in a well," which is a reference to the manga, which they then took and put into the last episode where he was stuck in the well.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I really love how they adapted that.
That's really
we also
good.
get one shot where Mackenyu does not do his own stunt, and that is when he gets thrown across into the doors of the Baratier. That is the only scene that Mackenyu is not doing his own stunt here.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Which I've referenced before on this, and that is the only one, and I think it was just because it was a flip into being, like, pushed, and that was a little strenuous, so he didn't want to risk it. Which makes sense.
Gotcha.
That's what stuntmen are for.
Yeah, that's true.
But, that's, I mean, a really impressive start. Zoro's having a hard time. He hasn't even gotten one hit in. He's having flashbacks to when he was a kid.
Yeah. He remembers his promise to Kuina to become the greatest swordsman.
And kill Down D Stairs, the greatest villain in One Piece.
Yeah.
That's the funniest thing. We got to explain to Five, because Five was like, so do they ever, like, explain how Kuina dies? Do they ever? And we had to go like, are you sure you want to know? Like, do you actually want it? Like, they do,
want to know?
But it ruins. Are you sure? Okay, yeah, she just falls down the fucking stairs.
Yeah.
She just eats shit. It's like, you know, it's about
eats shit and dies.
Yeah, there's some shit there about the fragility of life. But no, she just fucking Peter Griffins it.
Yeah, it's tragic. We get a couple glimpses back, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna just charge him," and Mihawk just stabs him, and Zoro doesn't move.
This is
Still with the little knife, by the way.
This is my only complaint. About this whole show, for the most part, is the scene of Zoro getting stabbed. Because if you look in all of the other shots, the cloth is darkened. And it's like, you know, it looks like blood, but on that initial stab, it just looks like someone took some red paint and just kind of like, just sort of dabbed it. It's very clearly not blood. They got that from Michaels.
He ran out.
They ran out of fake blood, and someone went, yo, you want me to go to, Joann's? Get that apple barrel paint?
Get some candy red.
We got some leftover lipstick from Buggy.
Good enough. Use it.
Yeah, just smear it on a little bit.
Jeff Ward just came over and was like, I got this. Gives a little
just
smooch.
smeared his face
gives a little smooch to the shirt. All right, now stab right there.
Yeah, right there. Turns out that Nami never left. She's there just in time to see her friend get stabbed.
And to comfort her other crew members who are definitely they all just collectively lost one, so.
Yeah. This was a really good deviation from the source material, because in the source material, Nami just up and fucking leaves them.
Yeah, she's already gone by now.
Yeah. But here, like her bond with the crew is just like so strong that she really cannot, with whatever is going on that hasn't been shown to us yet. Even with that aside, she can't, or rather, with that in mind, she still can't bear to leave her crewmates behind like that.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't have a reason to take off here. And just seeing her there and YouTube reacting to live Nami reaction.
Hi everyone, this is Straw Hat Reacts.
We're gonna show everybody our crewmate getting stabbed. Here we go.
I'm gonna show my crewmate without a bounty take on the greatest swordsman in the world. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Ooh, not good.
Oh no.
So in one way or another, Zoro says never back down. Never what? He doesn't back down. So Zoro says if he retreats, if you're look, I'm trying to prove a point here. If Zoro were to retreat, all right, his dream would be lost forever. And what have we said so far about people who give up on their dreams?
They die.
They should
Yes.
die.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Kill 'em.
Mihawk continuing to be the coolest motherfucker to ever exist, acknowledges Zoro's dream, and as a sign of respect,
Whips it out.
pulls out his sword. Yeah,
So on that note,
he whips it out.
on that note, did you know that the reason that Yoru looks, a little different from the rest of the props? Admittedly, the paint job isn't as good, and part of that is I can never remember the actor's name. He took the role so seriously, he went, I want to paint it.
I think that was a joke. I think somebody made a joke
Wait,
about
was that a joke?
I think so.
Fuck! I believed it! That's how I was okay with the bad paint job!
I think it's a reference to, Mihawk paints his swords.
Yeah, the Mihawk fraud posting.
Wait!
Yeah.
Is that a fraud posting joke?
Yeah. The fucking so for those who don't know, there's like a subsection of the One Piece fandom that does fraud posting for certain characters, and the running joke for Mihawk is that he paints his sword black because he doesn't have hockey.
I'm pretty sure that was. Don't worry, I'll cut this out. But
No, keep this in.
No, leave it in. Leave it in. Leave it in.
I'm gonna find the source. I swear
Okay.
to God, I remember he posted about it. I was like,
I think he was making a joke because he was aware of the joke.
I've told so many people that fact.
Well, now tell them to listen to this episode.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I just know that it is a running joke in the fandom, so it's probably.
Oh, they debated you.
Yeah.
Can't fucking believe Stephen Ward.
Yeah.
No, Steven.
I mean, he's deeply aware of the jokes about his character.
Yeah, even Queena's
He was
Queena's
responding
actress.
to every single tweet about Mihawk, including the thirst posts.
Yeah.
He made his own reaction
Oh my
gifs.
god.
Oh God.
But yeah, in the last episode, we were actually talking about how the cast and crew are like deeply within
aware.
the One Piece
like
fandom. Yeah,
Queena's actress making the Downdy Stairs joke, you know?
Yeah. Just making TikToks about
Yeah,
it.
it was great. I love it.
Oh, I love that so much. Holy shit. But anyway, yeah, things are serious in the fight. Back in the episode. Hey,
Yep.
Zoro's about to die. Let's talk about Mihawk fraud posting. Anyway,
But yeah, so like obviously he takes Yoru out. He's ready to slash him, and Zoro gives it his best effort. Not good enough, so he spreads out his arms. He's like, "All right, I'm defeated. Let's go. Kill me."
really quick though,
Yeah.
I just want to mention that so far in the fight, Zoro had only been using his two unnamed swords.
Yes, you're
But
right.
for his final attack, when shit is about to end and it's super serious,
And he finally takes out Yoru. He's like, "All right, okay, now we're both taking this seriously."
Yeah.
he pulls out Wado Ichimonji and does the three sword style. But unfortunately, Zoro gets his.
Was anyone else disappointed he didn't say 3,000 worlds here?
I was expecting it. I was.
I mean,
you know,
to be fair, it would have come out as like.
What do you mean? Zoro can talk perfectly around anything in his mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that little tidbit that Zoro's Seiyu was talking to Oda, like right off the bat, like, "Hey, should I like change how I like portray him when he has the sword in his mouth?" And Oda was like, "Yeah, just talk normally."
Yeah. It's fine. That's his power.
He has a secret ability. He can just talk like normal.
It's his voice hockey. It's fine.
But yeah, so obviously he cannot take Mihawk down. So, he says the thing.
Oh, woods in the back are a swordsman's greatest shame.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was happy that was in there. I think it had to be in there. I'm glad that they didn't take the translation from the dub to use there.
Which was...
So originally in the dub of One Piece, which is what I watched first and then I went back, Mihawk is like, fine. Like, okay. I love the Magnificent. I think it gives it so much more interest. I think it's just like, okay, sure, yeah, why not?
It fully paints the I'm not killing this guy on purpose. Not because I actually think he can beat me, because I'm fucking bored, and this is going to be a great origin story.
This is the most interesting thing that has happened in
my God, this
10 years.
This crew is so stupid. Oh, I got to make sure they live.
Yeah.
They're so entertaining.
God, I've got my own little puppet theater here. I just got... have $10,000 for more puppets, you idiots.
Yeah, he's just like, no. This is going to be hilarious in like 5 years. Go
This is
ahead.
going to be so fucking funny. Yeah.
And he's got the hat too. Anyway.
Like, unironically, like, that's what it is. Like, I know that we're making jokes about it, but yeah, the main reason... Yeah, the main reason why fucking Mihawk let the Straw Hat crew, get away and let Zoro live is because he was entertained by them.
It's like a little RC car going up against a monster truck. And then the little RC car just like putting up such a good effort that he's just like, yeah, I'll just run you over a little bit.
Oh, that's cute. That's
so
cute.
adorable. All right, cool.
Turns it around. Okay, be on your way. All right, I'll see you later. Bye.
So that was the equivalent of him like scratching Zoro, to be honest. Like, you really have to try to not slice him in half. That thing cut a ship in half from like a mile away.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then Zoro obviously goes down with that one slash. He's lying there. Luffy is just incredibly distressed. He's really fucking worried about this, and he's angry.
My bestie.
Mihawk's like, hey, kid.
What's your dream?
You haven't said it in 5 minutes, so we need to remind everyone.
What do you want to do with your life, kid? And he's like, well, I want to be king of the pirates.
Tell me your 5-year plan. Go.
Yeah.
What?
Becoming pirate king.
What does that entail? Pirate king.
Lots of eating and dancing and singing and making friends along the way.
Damn,
Dope.
You got it. One and done. Perfect.
While pissing off the government as much as humanly possible.
I love you so much. Here's a gun.
Here, please.
Do something funny with it, kid. Go ahead.
This is so funny. Your name is Monkey. Also, he didn't know his name was Monkey D. Luffy. I'm just gonna say that.
What's your name, monkey? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I love this kid.
Okay, consider this, right? He gets a call from Garp, and he's like, you have to kill this pirate named...
Oh, yes, Straw Hat Luffy.
Yeah, Straw Hat Luffy. He gets there. What's your name, kid? And he's Monkey D. Luffy, and he just
I can't kill him. There's no way.
Garp.
I think that adds to it that it's just like, this is gonna be so much funnier. Oh
this
my
is hilarious.
God.
This is the funniest joke. Garp, this is so funny.
He's like doing his best to keep a straight face the whole time.
You know.
So Garp called me to come pick up his grandson from
daycare.
Do you want to get to McDonald's on the way home, monkey? Oh my God, I like to imagine that while Zoro's doing his big speech, fucking Mihawk is on his dumb little ship, losing his goddamn mind, crying, laughing.
Yeah, he's had the best fucking day.
He says, Scarpa, thank you, no.
So get this. You're never going to believe the day I've had. He's about to show up at brunch at the Warlords meeting.
I saw the funniest shit today, you guys. But anyway, Luffy wants to become Pirate King. Mihawk says, well, becoming the Pirate King is harder than defeating me. And Luffy's like, in true Luffy fashion, I don't care. That's what I want, so that's what I'm gonna do. And once again, Mihawk thinks it's immensely fucking funny. He can't kill this kid.
He needs to leave immediately so he can go bust up laughing.
But Mihawk is a real one, so he tells Zoro, "Hey, run it back one of these days."
Yeah. Grow strong and come find me.
Don't die yet.
That sounded aloof and mysterious. Great, my job here is done, thank you. I'm outies.
And then we get the recreation of the scene where Zoro, races Wado Ichimonji to the sky, and he pledges to Luffy as his captain. He'll never lose again, and right after that he loses consciousness.
Can't lose again if you die.
Can't lose if you never get into a fight. Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I understood that reference.
I can't believe that Zoro is the WWE Heavyweight Champion.
Good for him. But what did you guys think of the change to this? Because I know a lot of people were a little upset that he didn't say Pirate King to Luffy. Like, he didn't say Pirate King, I will never lose again, or whatever.
Oh yeah. I honestly wasn't thinking too much about it. But he in a way he does acknowledge that, because you want to be king of the pirates. I want to be the world's greatest swordsman, so I'll never lose again. Something along those lines. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, obviously.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
But to me, that was good enough.
Yeah.
I'm not really.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
I'm not really sweating the details about if they say this or if they say that all that much. Even though I wanted him to say 3,000 worlds.
I know. I am a little sad about that. But he hasn't learned that all great fighters call out their finishing moves yet.
Yeah, he's still leaning, starting to lean into it.
That is a gag that I do hope they do. One thing that I'm enjoying is there is still a chance of gags, and the live action opens up new avenues for gags, and I hope one gag is Zoro getting mad that he can't.
Yes. No, I hope that the one thing with the attack names, I hope it comes out and he tries it out in and if you haven't watched, so I'll just use the names, so just don't look these up. But I hope he does it when he's by himself in Whiskey Peak.
Yes.
And no one's around, so he's workshopping them.
You see him workshopping them, and then he tries it with the sword in his mouth, and he's like, I can't do them. He's actually sad, everyone else gets attack names. Stupid mouse sword.
And then you could have Nami overhear it and then so. I think that would be funny. I think it would be a really great callback. But yeah, I love this scene. I think it has the gravity and then some compared to the original. I really think that this one hits harder.
Yeah.
Especially because you have Luffy in distress here.
Yeah.
Because he's not distracted by a fight. He's focused on what's happening to his poor first mate.
Yeah.
This is I really like where this puts him, just narrative-wise. This forces him into this captain's role. We had a little bit of the tension earlier when Nami was like, please tell him to stop. But here, he's faced with the consequences of his decision to let Zoro go.
This is his fault. You could pin it on Zoro, but I like that because they have him seeing the reality of being a captain later on. But I like that they're adding it a little bit more early. Because once again, I did reread the manga recently, or at least I read all of East Blue again recently. And Luffy in the manga has a lot of early 2000s pro-tag syndrome.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a little too good. And he doesn't have a character arc. We do see him challenged way down the line. But if this is the only season that they were getting, they had to give him an arc.
It was the perfect way to do it because it gave us the tip of the arc that we see later. It gives us a tease of what is to come. Cough, cough. Oh, Sabari.
Water 7.
I hope we get there. I hope so much.
Marineford.
Usopp's actor is minor excited for that. He's already wearing Soka King merch.
I was going to say someone suggested that the best way they could do that, minor spoilers, at one point Usopp wears a mask.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But also, nose is broken in the anime, and because he has the long nose, they have to wrap it in bandages. Someone was like,
Yeah.
it would be funny if he got a kabuki-looking mask, and then
And it has the long nose. Yes.
and it has the long nose, and then he fucking runs into a wall because he can't see with it on, and it breaks the nose, and he's tape the nose back on, which is why it looks like that.
That is very good. I really like that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's the episode. That's
episode 5.
Episode 5. We had a lot to say. Thank you for sticking around and listening to all of our thoughts. Any final thoughts on the episode?
At Baratie, everyone eats.
Yeah.
Desperately hope that they somehow find a way to manage to shove Mihawk scenes into other seasons. He's too good.
He's too.
God,
I think they kind of know, him and Buggy. They deserve more. They are way too good to just have one-off tiny little side things. I hope that they bring them back a little more.
I still cannot get over how great Buggy is. Holy shit.
I know,
Jeff Ward is so good. I just hope that there's one scene of Redacted getting approached by Mihawk and going, hey, this kid's pretty fucking cool.
That would be really funny.
Anyways,
just hey,
peace.
two of us coworkers. I gotta tell you something.
fucking Mihawk and mystery character for next season standing around the water cooler. So, how about that straw hat? Yeah, I think I took care of him. Did
Yeah.
you? You sure about that, buddy? Pretty good at getting stabbed.
I really hope that they bring him back.
Once again, just in some way.
Fingers crossed.
Crossed, haha, his.
Zoro got stabbed.
Yeah.
All right, well,
anyway.
that's a great place to leave it, I think.
Yeah. Veggie, thank you seriously so much for joining us this week. Really appreciate your time, and hanging out with us.
Absolutely.
Talking One Piece with us.
Where can people find you?
VeggieBLT on Twitter and Tumblr. VeggieBLT on Twitch. I stream with my friend Fivetail. Really,
The links are gonna be in the video description.
Yes, as a reminder.
You'll see me on the internet somewhere. I've been everywhere. I don't know how it keeps happening.
Yeah, you're just kind of a big deal.
You'll see me and you'll go, wait a minute, isn't that the guy who called Zoro Tsundere? Isn't that the man who introduced the Zoro Tsundere handbook?
I want that on my desk by Monday. Thank you.
By Monday.
Mosshead's Guide to Being a Bitch.
Written by Sanjay. Jesus. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Ed, do you have anything you want to plug at the end here?
Remember to check the video description for the places where you can donate to the people who are still striking. Solidarity with them forever and always. Also, if you're into Let's Plays, check out the videos on the channel and the playlists. We love you very much, and we'll see you next time.
I hate you.
Except Veggie. Veggie just wishes upon your downfall every single day.
I really do.
I'm sorry, listener.
Yeah. I'm not.
Curse of veg. Be gone.
We have to balance it out somehow, right? I'm pretty neutral on you, actually.
Yeah.
I'm just a hater. And
I respect
you
that.
are not. I know you, babe.
All right, we'll see you next time.
See you later. Bye.